and the second and the original wall is fully intact.
TS is mostly for the poor people. Okay.
Just keep spamming it, cut. You'll get in.
Yeah, that's what I did. And then it'll just watch through.
Yeah. Tex, who's that next to you?
No idea.
Can you spell his name?
Trico friendly.
Yeah, 3Co friendly.
I just say 3Co. God, if you don't show up, we can't have a meeting.
Don't you know this is my sister? I'm gonna guess it's a girl. It might be a guy. I don't know.
I mean, I could be the disembodied, like, I could, like, be a medium and transfer Cud into, like, my persona or something.
I can do it, Cud.
Wait a minute. 3Co friendly isn't even from the district.
Ah, nice.
Deleting. They don't even have a plot. It's okay. They can spectate though.
Yeah.
I mean, I can start the meeting until you get on.
That could be a
just keep
potential.
trying. I'll start the meeting until it gets on.
You starting?
Everyone talk local. Yep. Okay, we'll...
Wow.
Kate Clunan. Self-service, not public service. Clunan supports Pat Quinn, currently under investigation for breaking both federal and state law. Clunan voted herself.
My God.
Oh, Cud's are around. Cud's are back.
Yay! Yeah, whoever can get into just go to the street.
Okay.
There are people talking in region, so if you don't have region on, you might not be able to hear them.
Ask them to talk in local if that's the case, because I turned my region off.
Okay.
And I'm not going to be able to take 2 minutes.
I'll do it real quick.
Because good health starts with a healthy immune system.
Clunan supports Pat Quinn.
He's introducing, like, the meeting format to new people.
Yeah, but what are we talking about after that?
Don't know.
is the question.
Do you need the topic listings text?
Okay.
Cut should link him to Cut because he's gonna take over once I get done
Yeah.
with this.
Okay.
I'm just drawing a blank on
Oh,
everything.
you have them. Good. I won't spam you.
What do we have? We have. I'm just. It is. I just wasn't prepared.
User entered your channel.
Hey, Threeko.
Hello.
Hello.
Because you might want to get to your mediator. There's an edit layer on the right side of Reddit.
But that's the thing, we don't want to be everyone else. We actually want to unite the city. The way it stands now, the post office can be concealed within one of the towers that we have on it currently.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna abstain from this vote. I'm not completely convinced either way.
It looks like we're in agreement, half and half.
AFK Duke, by the way.
But then access to missions, which can be set up half and half, and he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why these other politicians actually need permissions.
Well,
The
it is
idea-
true that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that if we're gonna build a UN building where everyone should feel equal, they should have permissions. I agree with that, and my half and half idea doesn't work.
The idea for the UN building is to have it as the one neutral place on the server that doesn't have any ties to any district. That being said, that's why we believe that a politician from each district should have control of the plot, so it's not just a sole person that can be swayed.
But then, aren't we worried about people from other districts just and ruining it?
That's an issue of doing it, yeah. It's a legitimate issue.
Because if like someone from the God Kingdom comes and says, "You stupid people, you should be loyalists," and ruins the whole building.
Then I'll just yell at my son because of that.
But if we're aiming for true neutrality, that's a big issue. Because we can't make people not troll us. There are always trolls.
Well, all that means is we have to earn their trust, or they have to earn our trust.
And
That's
what
the
do you
thing.
think that's gonna happen when we start questioning other councils on their honor?
Yeah, that also takes away all the freedom we have in region speak too.
I mean, if you only let people on who have been like renowned in their district, who are people like taller, who are actually recognised in their district, then I think that'd be fine. Because I can't imagine
Mhm.
someone like him throwing away all their LOM
I would not be comfortable with Toller
recognition.
having access to it, honestly.
That was just an example. I mean, not exactly here. I just the first person with political like recognition I can think of.
I was thinking of the UN more in terms of a building that provides a safe haven for everyone, but it's still built by us.
I mean, the problem with that is it's still a netherwall building with netherwall pallets surrounded by netherward. So
And even if they have access, it's still gonna be a netherworld building.
yeah, exactly. Like I think that I mean, just my opinion is that
I'm still not comfortable with that many people having access to
Yeah,
our
me
region
neither.
talk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
User entered your channel.
That's my big
Okay.
Bone.
problem with it
Can't
now.
get into LOM.
Yeah, hey
Yep.
Bone.
Oh man, a couple of new people here.
User in
oh,
your
yeah.
channel timed out.
Welcome
Mhm.
Megan and welcome Friendly. Really? You're Megan the Meganium, I assume, in game?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
The only community build that I can think of that would take up the entire space would probably be like a pawn or flamewalker. But even
Yes.
then, we don't really have that much stuff to sell.
Yeah, the stock exchange was a good idea. I kind of like that.
I thought of the UN building as like it would be assumed, and I might be wrong on that, but because we're a neutral district, it would be a building where we can hold the cross-district meetings safely because we're a neutral district. But it would still be a building owned by us. And not for any other reason than it's our guild plot.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think a better place to discuss this would be on the creative server, where everyone can hop on and throw their ideas around.
I'm not sure everyone's been to the creative server yet.
Yeah, and would it be able to support that many people?
That probably wouldn't be the best thing to do.
Yeah, are we 20 plus right now, people at the meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, then the server
Yeah.
probably has a... Well, yeah, Vonky could increase the limit, but still. Megan, just a little bit of information. We have a creative server where you're allowed to go on if you're part of the ward and both have fun and plan your builds. Yep.
What if we do some kind of wow, idea is so rough. But what if we do some kind of community like similar to the United District, something like a bulletin board, something with chests where people can drop suggestions and discussion topics and things that are relevant to the whole realm. But that will get too spammy then.
Well, we can do that. We can have donation chests around, but still, that doesn't take up that much space.
Yeah.
No matter how you were doing it, it's not going to take up a whole guild plot or even close to one.
What about a bank?
We already
I was
have.
about to
We
say,
have a
the
bank.
Nether Ward actually
We
has
have
a
a bank.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The owner hasn't been on in forever, but we have a bank.
Are you sure the plot's still there?
Last
Yeah,
time I was over there a few days ago,
There's also
it was.
there's also the community bank. You know, I mean, I'm not sure that really fills that much of a need either.
I was all in favor of the UN building until I learned that everyone would have access to it.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the killer for me. I don't
What?
think I can vote
What's
that in.
the killer
just
for the UN
inviting
building?
trouble. That everyone should have, like political leaders from all districts should have access to it, as in rights to it. They'd be
Yeah, I've been
on
thinking
our
about that
region tab.
too.
They could ruin the building.
Well, my bigger concern is that like people in region chat expect region chat to be secure, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't be secure if 12 people from the other districts would have access to
Well,
that.
region chat ceased to be secure a long time ago, actually. That's why we originally started the TeamSpeak.
Well,
was
right,
to
but at the
have a
very
secure
least,
location.
people do expect that to be at least somebody owning a plot in the ward. But those people, I mean, technically own a plot in the ward, but not really.
Yeah.
I just, for me, it's kind of a deal breaker. I mean, I
I'm
like
not
the
comfortable
idea of
with
UN,
with
but
yeah.
that's my biggest problem is that
Megan, just so you're aware, we actually have a number of souls stored in the basement of the town hall. There's an archive connected to it for dead bones. The
If you
current
have
problem
one,
with
donate
it,
it.
yeah, the current problem with it is there's no way to drop unsigned books. So, yeah, it's a pain in the ass to collect them.
I don't have
Yeah.
one, so I haven't made it. But if you have one, feel free to. So yeah, about the UN building, love the idea, but having people from everywhere have access to it literally scares me.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Honestly, I don't think they need to have access to it. If they want in, they'll open a door for them.
The plot is also big enough. One thing we could do is have a large building that's a general purpose building, and then various rooms inside of it for various different
That's
things.
what I suggested.
Okay.
A half and half thing where a half of the plot is a UN building, and half of the plot is like rooms we decide that suit the community. But then the permissions problem came out, and then I found out that we thought about giving people permissions.
Hmm.
To be honest, I'd never heard of us giving others permissions to it.
Yeah, me neither.
But to be honest, I don't think that politicians would need permissions to the building, period.
I'm not. I'm. Period. I'm not comfortable with.
They have a right to exist within the building. They don't have a right to the building.
Yeah. It's a place where they can meet.
Well, the whole idea behind letting them all have permissions to the plot was a good-natured, like, a hand of neutrality sort of deal. To
Yeah,
show them that
but
this area is
everyone's
truly
role.
neutral, you will never have to worry about it. However, there is the problem of, we can't guarantee we will always be neutral. As hard as we try, we are now associated with Dead Bones legally.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
we, at this point, we can't guarantee we'll stay neutral if Dead Bones does something stupid.
And there are trolls. Even I'm gonna assume some of the district leaders are not awesome people.
For instance, redacted.
Yeah, this might need
yeah,
to be a long-term vote.
This should be a topic on the
do
subject.
you want to maybe possibly give people a couple days to think it over? Like
Yeah.
if they come up with
Yeah.
a really good idea.
Yeah.
Some people are hearing about this for the
Mhm.
first time, so.
Yeah, let's give this some time.
Megan, gonna tell it in the local chat.
Yeah, like just tell them if you have an idea, post it on the subreddit the next couple of days, and then
Yeah.
we'll have a vote before, ideally before next meeting.
Bone, you're speaking in region.
Yeah, I was trying to help a guy figure out how to pay rent. Sorry. Already been addressed, Hex. Yes, and remember, like X said, straw polls aren't exactly reliable, especially because other people can get into our Reddit and vote on it. I
Yeah.
believe when we were 1st
Mhm.
starting the government, something like that happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
when we
we're
were
not gonna
deciding
do a
whether or
straw,
not
we're
we
just
were
gonna-
neutral, loyal, or rebel, the straw poll link got out, and we had a bunch of the vote got spoiled.
There was 100 votes on the thing, and then like I'm like any more than 40 is suspicious to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were definitely not 100 people in Netherward at that time.
Then when we did the revote, it only turned out to be like 36 people voted.
Yeah.
By the way, Bone, did you get my awesome 5 gold bars?
Awesome,
The-
5 gold bars.
Yeah, I donated 5 gold bars. To I them in the town
Oh,
hall
sweet Jesus,
donation chest.
there's 36 gold coins, 5 gold bars, and a diamond in here.
Whoop whoop.
Holy crap.
The 5 gold bars are mine. I'm so proud of myself.
Yay!
Oh my god.
So-
I'm gonna donate more, I promise.
Those should, when we're done, we should slap those into the archives so that they could be doled out to pay the rent for the guild plot if necessary.
Yeah.
Well, that diamond should last for quite a while.
Not so sure about that, but because the other thing we have to remember is the guild plot is only partially paid off right now. We had to actually functionally, I'm not sure if everyone in the chat knows about this yet, but we had to buy it from the previous owners. When the guild plot was created, they bought it with IRL money within hours, so there was no chance of the ward getting it. However, they sat there with the plot for, what, like a month now?
Yeah.
And they haven't touched it, so eventually they decided since they weren't going to touch it, they were going to sell it to us for a refund, basically. So we also have to remember that we're obligated to pay them back. Because I believe we've only paid like half of what they
I'm
wanted
gonna
so
donate
far.
more, I promise.
It's fine. I'm not asking for horrendous like donations for it, especially because right now, unless you have multiple accounts, there's no way to get more than 200 gold a day.
Yeah, but I've built my building completely, so I don't actually need the gold besides for rent, and I make rent in 5 days. So anything beyond that, I don't need.
But
How are you
yeah,
getting 800 a day? Did they change the prices today?
No, I
Oh,
can make
well,
rent
yeah.
in 5 days. My
yeah,
rent
that's
is
what I'm
about
talking
1,000.
about. Unless you own multiple accounts, you get a very flat amount of money per day, which is not great for the economy, especially because there's no way for large groups of people to go do something like play DVZ for hours to earn extra money for building blocks and plot rent.
But basically, I can work 5 days a month for my rent, and then anything beyond that, I don't need, so I can donate it.
Okay, Town Hall plot is similar to any excess money I make will go towards the guild plot.
I'm just gonna dump all of that excess in the town hall chest.
Flam, we're not asking for you to
No,
donate
no,
so much money
fam.
you can't
Don't do that.
support.
But how much is your rent?
Okay, the subject has changed to the LPD, so.
Okay.
Before I ask it, do we actually have an official police force within the ward now?
That's part
Right
of the
now,
problem. We
no.
don't, and it's the biggest reason behind it is we have no way of enforcing laws.
Right.
The LPD have official ways of enforcing laws
Mm-hmm.
that we cannot get access to.
But are there any laws that will pass that are going to require them to use actual force against people?
What do you mean? Like,
Well, we don't. I mean, is there anything that we're planning on or will ever think about passing that they'll need to use their official force to address? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, we have recently decided that SWAMI permits are an idea, not a permit for owning. Currently in the ward, it is legal to own a SWAMI. However, it is illegal to sell SWAMIs without a permit, although
Yeah.
the permits have yet to be drawn up due to the current variable price of SWAMIs. The economy needs to stabilize a little more before we decide on the permits, because we need to decide
Sure.
how expensive permits are. If they're
Okay.
too expensive, everyone will ignore it. If they're not expensive enough, everyone will just be able to buy it.
Mhm.
But yeah, we would need them to enforce that law. Offenders of the laws of that law we would report them to the LPD, and the LPD would have full ability to come in and take care of them. Something else I was going to say about that too. Friendly, I don't think double the price of a normal fish would be reasonable, because the permits are for an extended amount of time. I believe the current way we're looking at it is we would offer a permit for a week and a permit for a month. So the price of 2 fish would be incredibly cheap to do that with. But yes, the other thing is permits would require a background check to a degree. If you have any outstanding reasons that we wouldn't give you a permit, you won't get a permit. So this is why we would need LPD to help us in case people were selling SWAMIs in the ward without a permit. Because the only way we have to enforce it is the SWAMI rods, which the LPD are the only one that have access to. Oh, the price of SWAMIs friendly as to a fish right now?
User entered your
I
channel.
believe it is currently a negotiable price.
Yeah, that's the problem, is everyone is selling them at drastically
Hey,
different
Bibbin.
prices.
Hello.
Hey, Bibbin!
Hey, Bibbin.
Hey, Bibbin.
Sort of, possibly, really, really late, sort of.
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
Hmm?
Who?
Are you talking about you showed up late to the Nether Ward meeting?
I
Yeah,
heard
me and
something
Hawk
else.
just realized that was happening, and then we just panicked
It's
and were like,
fine.
oh shit.
Well, you don't worry about it. You don't have any official obligations, so.
I know, but
You're still not an honorary member, so don't
I
worry
know
about it.
that. And it's never gonna happen if I don't commit.
User entered your channel.
One day.
Hey, Hawk.
Hey, Hawk.
Hello.
Hey. Hey, Bibbin, you've been around town. How much do you think is the average SWAMI price right now?
I don't look into the prices. I just yell at people for trading them, and that's it. Oh, hey, Overlord's here too.
Yeah, we have a thing to discuss with him.
I just muted him on Mumble.
That family resemblance text.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, Hawk.
Hi.
Why aren't you standing by your son's side, Pidgey?
Megan, just wait for the officials.
Get over there.
Please, friendly, just let Overlord speak.
If she were, all she'd need to know is TireRack.com. But Phyllis is thinking, I'm not really sure, but it's...
And on top of that, we can't do that. We have no access to the server rule set.
What did I miss?
Nothing much. Overlord showed up.
Still got your work suit on, huh?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I've got everything. Wait a minute, that doesn't count. That's my wizard hat. I am? I thought I switched it.
Oh, you're gonna talk to Overlord about the possible new LPD policy here?
Yeah.
Wait, who were the LPI?
There was an office of the LPD called the Lords and Police Investigation that was on our border in the vineyard. They were the first ones to get a hold of Swammy rods, and they immediately disregarded upper ranks and started walking into the ward and arresting people, and etc., etc., etc. and they were blatantly corrupt. They also sold swammies out the back, so.
Alright, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye bye.
It's been 10 years since the Fantastic Four hit our screens with Jessica Alba as the Invisible Woman. And let's be honest, that's how we remember it. Now the Fighting Forces are back in a reboot set to hit cinemas next year. Marvel is keeping quiet on the goss, but we do know who will be in the lead roles. Mr. Fantastic will be stretched by Miles Teller, known for Divergent and the remake of Footloose. The lovely Kate Mara will hopefully become more of a household name as the Invisible Woman. Michael B. Jordan is lighting up to take over the Human Torch, and we're not sure how they'll handle that sibling issue. Jamie Bell is a brilliant actor, but a not so bulky choice for The Thing. Dr. Doom will be portrayed by Toby Kebbell, of whom we've snagged some green screen pics. So it's a very
So have we told them about the Mafia yet?
Not yet. That's not really any of his business until the LPD is involved in our legal situations.
Is he aware of us possibly inviting him into the ward?
Take charge, cuts now.
Oh, hey, Texas. Want to see something? Please?
Codes, you need a gavel.
I have one in my inventory.
Okay, sorry about that.
Welcome back.
No breaking the fourth wall.
I don't think the magic concerns us that much, though.
No, not at all.
No, not really.
In the future, it may, but not right
It
now. No.
might,
Not
but
yet.
right now it's not the focus.
Yeah. I think the issue is more as will they enforce the permit idea
Whammy
or not?
permit.
Which,
Just ask him. That's all you can do is just ask him.
well, I think he already clarified that. He said Lord's Law first, then Council Law.
Yeah.
So
But
they
he
wouldn't make
also
anybody that has
ignores Magic Order citizens and Magic Order and anyone else's fair game.
Yeah, I was
So
about to
obviously
say, they
that's
are
not...
making exceptions. They aren't in our ward, for instance.
I'm perfectly fine with allowing like a negotiation to take place, but we'd have to present it back to the group next week, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else agrees with that, but that's what I'm thinking.
do.
I stated that
Yeah.
earlier, that this vote is
Yeah.
more for allowing negotiations to begin, not necessarily to allow them into the ward right away.
Bippin, what are you doing?
It's his
I
keyboard.
meant to reply to someone, sorry.
Rippen's off his pills again. Don't worry, guys.
Kudzer, can you call, since you're the mediator, can we allow a vote for whether or not we should begin negotiations with LPD?
Yep.
It's pretty unanimous.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll open it up for the other side just to be safe. Yeah.
Entirely unanimous.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to pull out of region chat. It's starting to get a little...
Yeah.
I've turned mine off a long time.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
Yeah, I did too.
Again.
Again.
Ooh, Bob really wants to crack that whip.
And what was the other thing, Kitty? There was all the bars have their events assigned, right?
Yeah, except for who was it that tried to talk to Kuza? We haven't heard back from that
Yeah,
for a
that's
while.
right.
I think that's the only one we haven't heard back from. Just a moment.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, but the
Again
only
with
thing I
breaking the fourth
need.
wall.
No, no.
When was your scary story night contest going to start, Kitty?
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm actually thinking about starting probably like 2 weeks beforehand or so. And hosting on Reddit. This way I don't have to go and hunt everyone down.
Yeah, but I'm more concerned about the time though. The actual like 9 o'clock ish or.
Yeah, probably.
Hours, yeah.
Okay. Because if I can run that haunted house from 5 to 7, and then we did the clue house from about 7 to 8 or 7 until it ends.
Okay, sure.
That might be about right, I think. And then I can actually the volunteer thing. 'Cause I really hated to post it without knowing the exact time frames people would be working.